fam. Today I was going to do a big EnailCouture haul, but I think it's going to be a bit much. If I show you, this is all what's arrived in the last couple of weeks really, and there's also 4 scoop boxes there. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do a couple of different ones. I'm going to do one where we'll just take a bit of a look at all of this. I'm going to do another where I go through and swatch these because these are inks. So I need some white swatches to do those with. And then I'll probably do a separate one for the scoops, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Right, I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to put you on the stand and then we'll get to it. Okay then. So first up, let's do this. This is the candy box. It's a brush box. It's £6 and the quality is pretty bad, I have to say. The hinges are just plastic, so I'm sure you've all experienced this sort of stuff. After being used for a while, they just break. They're just not good. So £6 for that's pretty expensive. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to remember the prices of everything. Obviously, I did get 40% off, but still, you know. Oh, come on out. This is their cleanup brush, which I'm just going to end up tearing out of this packet because this is the other thing. It doesn't work. It feels pretty cheap, to be fair. That's a nice touch on the end. Let's check how frame I am. It is very thin. Whether it will be once it's been used a few times, we will see. But the ferrule feels pretty cheap. The handle is just plastic. But, you know, it does a job. I don't think it was that expensive, and it does the job. Also got the bling tool. Let me get rid of this rubbish. Which is quite pretty. It's very similar to some of the Madame Glam stuff with the engraved ends there. And it's got the wax tip. You can get replacement wax tips. I think they're about £2 each. I think this is about £6. The replacement tips are about £2 each, which I did get a couple. And the other end is just a spike. The bit in the middle has crystals and pearls. It's quite pretty, but again, it feels a bit wonky, and it feels like it's not really as sturdy as some other things that I've used. Yeah, it all feels a bit wonky. Again, not the best quality, but now this I was really looking forward to receiving. I've just done an acrylics course, and the brush I was using I found a bit big, particularly for smaller nails. Excuse the state of my nails, by the way. I'm about to do them. So I thought I'd treat myself to a fairly expensive brush. This was £17. The reason it doesn't want to come out is because it's wet, because the inside has leaked. You can see how wet that is, or I hope you can. All of the liquid from in there, well, you can see it's all over my hands. That is just pretty bad. And I actually forgot that I'd ordered this, and I ordered another one, and the other one is pretty much the same. However, the other one doesn't have that on it. The other one is here. There's not quite so much leakage on this one, so I was going to try and repair it, but again, the end has come off. But there's no big blob of whatever that is. So that makes me feel like they're aware of this issue, and they've tried to do a repair in, I think that's just silicone, which obviously hasn't worked. And you can see how much liquid is missing. and that just doesn't even, that one still works, at least the well, most of the time. They're not good, and they're £17 each. I have emailed them. I emailed them on the 8th. It's now the 14th. I've had no response whatsoever. I emailed them again a couple of days ago. Still no response. And I have heard that the customer service is incredibly lacking, and that does seem to be the case. If it was a cheap brush like the other bits and pieces, then, you know, I mean, that's, you take it, you know, but when it's £17 for a brush because it's pretty and you want something a bit pretty and a bit special, and then two of them turn up like that, and one of them's obviously they've tried to do a repair on it. I think that's absolutely atrocious. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. The files, you get one free with every order, apparently. The 120 grit files, they're quite pretty, but 120 grit's a bit harsh in my book, but they can go in there. This is, I think it's for Happy Gel. I think it's a Happy Gel squeezer, and I think the premise is, I didn't buy it for Happy Gel. What I bought it for was my rhinestone glue. I'm hoping it's going to work. I think you're supposed to feed it through, and then you can kind of squeeze it via that. I don't know which way it's supposed to go. No, that way probably. And then you can just feed it down and it will squeeze the tube. Which I think that'll work. That's a good little gadget. I think it was £2. And yeah, that'll work. I'm quite happy with that. Next up is the drill bit box, which again, I think, I can't remember how much it was, whether it's £6 or £9. I was expecting a little bit more. The colour is completely different to everything else, you know, which is a bit crap. So not a very nice colour. It feels really cheap, and again, it's got a plastic hinge on it, which is already looking fatigued. So I can't imagine that is going to last very long. But while it does, I suppose it'll keep my drill bits in one putrid pink coloured case. I thought I'd try the Luxe brush wipes. They're okay. They're nothing special, but they're okay. They're a handy thing to have, I guess. I just bought a couple of boxes of them. Again, they're not expensive, I don't think. I think they're £2 a box or something like that. It's not cheap. I mean, you can get equivalent of Temu for a lot less. But, you know, it is what it is. The tips boxes. Now, I bought two extra long tip boxes and two of the black standard boxes, thinking that the black ones would be a similar size to the Apres ones, which fit in my drawer really well. But they're not. They're quite a bit longer. The width is about the same. Depth, sorry, is about the same. But yeah, that's going to make things a little awkward in my drawer. Again, the quality is not great. They're a lot less quality than the Apres, obviously. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, that's great. If you have things that are in loads of half sizes, it works. But as far as I know, the 1, 2, 3 Go nails, as standard, as a set, do not come in half sizes, as far as I'm aware. I'll check, because obviously I've got some in the scoop boxes. But for standard nails, that's usually, what, 12? I mean, these are so small. You're not going to actually get many tips in there. So I'm pretty disappointed in the boxes, to be honest. I don't know whether the pink ones are the same. They do pink ones. I don't know whether they're the same. I'll have to have a look. And the extra long tip box. Now then, these are for extra long tips. And yeah, they are. I mean, they're solid. You can't take these out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got 12 sizes. But let's take. I wanted to redistribute these into these boxes. However, if I get, and I have used some of these, so this is not a full set. If I get these, they don't fit that way. They don't fit that way. There's no way that these will all fit. So you can't, it won't shut. I mean, you could force it, but then you're going to end up with warped tips. So, I mean, it's just a bit bizarre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try and get 10 in, shall we? You could just about get 10 tips in and it'll shut. But then I'm left with these that won't fit. So, again, a bit disappointing. I bought 2 of those because I had 2 sets of these. One, and I don't use these for anything other than, practicing nail art, but I just thought the boxes would look better. However, the other thing is that my drawers are about this deep, or this deep. These and these all fit in my drawer very nicely. This won't. My drawer won't shut because it's too tall. So, all in all, they're probably going to go in the bin, to be honest, because they're not really usable. All right, the gummy jelly. I got the clear gummy jelly. I believe this is good for sort of, attaching nails before they're painted, etc. And also for crystal placement and things like that. So it's get my. I have opened this, obviously. It is quite a good consistency. It's like a medium consistency. It is extremely thick, but it's not like a sculpting gel. So I'll use it at some point. I'll do something with it at some point and see what it's like. So I'll just use that to clean that up. But yeah, some of the packaging is a little skanky on stuff as well. I mean, these next are acrylics. I've since heard some bad things about their acrylics, actually. I don't know whether it's the monomer or the powders, but people were saying that it's not good. But these they're on sale at £1. So I've only just done my acrylics course. I don't have much acrylic. So I thought I'd just grab some, seeing as they were at £1. And I'll probably just use them for practicing on. I'm not going to be doing them on people. I'll be doing them on a fake hand, which hasn't got a name yet, by the way. If anyone wants to suggest a name for my fake hand, I will see what you come up with. I mean, all the packaging is different on them as well. I mean, that one just says acrylic system on it. There's no number. There's nothing. I'm presuming it's black because I'm just covered in black powder now. I'm not even going to go any further with that. I'm going to try and scoop up as much of that as I can. Oh dear. So yeah, light blue, discreet, which looks like it's like a peachy colour, black glitter, pastel pinky, pastel lavender, and royal, which looks like it's a blue. I might do some sort of tutorial or a follow me thing with them at some point. I just want to try and get this up now because this is horrific. No, that's out of time. I don't want that one. That black gets everywhere. It's horrible. This is why I don't like dark colours for stuff, because when you spill it, like I do, because I'm clumsy, it takes forever to get it cleaned up again. My hands are going to be looking very grey and horrible now. They look like death. Well, so I also got these tips. These are actually the only ones that I chose. There is some more in the scoop boxes, but obviously I didn't get to choose those. But these are the only tips that I actually chose to buy. Why they come in this box, I'm not quite sure. The other tips that I've got in the scoops come in bags, and obviously they sell the boxes separate. I wasn't expecting this to come in a box at all, but actually the box is probably better quality than these, which is a bit crazy. The reason I got these is they're a little bit different. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see. They have a point on them. So they go into this sort of squared off point. Which is, I mean, they're huge as well. That's a size 2, and it's way too big for my nail. I'm usually a 1 on my nail, on my thumb. And that's a 4. And that's probably about right. Okay. So yeah, the sizes are very large, which I have heard about before from Enail. They're a bit different. I've not seen them anywhere else, and the quality seems quite good, I have to say. So I'm fairly okay with those. I got this stand. Let me see if I can tilt you so you can see it. Yeah. So I got this stand from them. Let's push all those to the side for a second. So the stand was, I think it was £13, and you can see how wonky this bottle's sitting. I mean, part of it's the bottle, and part of it's the fact that the lid's wonky anyway. But I mean, that bottle, that's not got a wonky lid, and if you put that on there, it's not good, because it's bent. It's not straight. If you put one of these on it, you can see it kind of. It's not good. It wasn't cheap, really, at £13. It's not branded. You could probably buy the same thing from a pound shop here in the UK. Yeah. Now, these inks, again, as you can see, the lids, you can see that lid is not straight, and it's on the only way it will go on. They're all over the place. It's like, I mean, the inks, they're inks, and they weren't very expensive. I think they were, I want to say £11 a set, something around there. I got this set, and I got this set here as well. I'm not going to go through them now because they're inks. They need to go on something white, on white pops, and I don't have any ready. So I'll do them on a separate video, the inks. I got the Queen hard gel top coat. The bottle is really pretty. I'm going to turn you back that way because it does not want to focus that way up. Let's see if that's any better. That's better. So the bottle's really pretty. It is a hard gel top coat, which I haven't used a hard gel at all before. So that will be a little interesting. But I think my thinking was that it could actually give like another extra protection to my press-on nails. So we'll see. I also got the diamond gel, which actually has got some instructions on it, which most of them doesn't. It's like even the gummy gel. You buy the gummy gel and you read the blurb on the site, and it tells you all the things that you can do with it. By the time it arrives, you've forgotten. So yeah, the bottle's really pretty. It's supposed to be for attaching gemstones, etc. The consistency seems a little runny, especially considering how cold it is in this room at the moment. But we'll see. I'll give it a try, and we'll see what my verdict is. This is one of the. I got one of the Galaxy cat eyes, Galaxy Kitty cat eyes. These bottles are a bit strange. Very, very tall. I mean, the only place this is going to be able to live is on that stand, because your general nail polish shelves are nowhere near this far apart, because you'd just be wasting so much room with normal polish bottles. But that does look like an incredibly nice colour. I'm hoping that's coming off okay on camera. I'm just going to grab a magnet. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's like a bluey green to purple shimmer, which is very, very nice. I might even use that this week on my own nails. We'll see. I got one of their builder gels. I thought I'd give it a go, because my nails are incredibly horrible and brittle at the moment, and they keep breaking. So anything that's going to give them a bit of strength. And this does look to be a very, very nice. It's got sort of an aurora shimmer. It's I want to say pinky purple with a kind of aurora shimmer to it, which is quite nice. I got a bottle of their standard top coat, which doesn't. This is a bit bizarre. I mean, a lot of them. I'll bring the other bottles down because I'm going to end up knocking them over anyway. They do a thing called. I think this is the shiny top coat, but they do a set of 3, which is these, and it says shiny on them, and then it's got numbers 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom, and they do have like a shimmer or a glitter in them. And they're in different coloured bottles, and etc. etc. They also do the velvet matte top coat, and that's in the same bottle, but it says velvet on it. And then they do the Wonder top coat, which again I can't remember what's so wonderful about it, but it's got Wonder on it. But this has just got nothing on it, and it's got a different top. It's all a bit bizarre, but anyway, let's have a look. Again, seems to be a little thing considering how cold it is in here, but we'll see. I do like the bottle. It's a lovely sort of iridescent sheen, hollow sheen to it. And it's a pretty bottle. It's nice. We'll see what it's like to use. This is shiny. This was might say a set of 3 that glitters. The bottle's a bit scratched already. That's see, that's a lot thicker. And that's got sort of hollow flakes and hollow glitter in it. It's quite pretty. Let's do number 2 next. Number 2. Oh, this has a gold glitter and hollow glitter in it. That's actually quite pretty. I think there might be gold flake in there as well. Yeah. Again, I'll swatch these at some point because it's probably not coming off very well on camera at the moment. I keep experimenting with different lights and different setups, and I'm still not really. Oh, this has got hexagonal hollow glitter in it in different sizes, and then normal hollow glitter as well. Yeah, quite nice. So those three are really nice. And then we have the Make It Velvet, which is, well, it's not Make It Velvet, it's a velvet top coat. Which again looks a little thin compared to some of the other velvet top coats. But we shall see. And then the mysterious Wonder Gel, which I'll have to look up why it's Wonder Gel, because I've forgotten. I suppose if you use EnailCouture stuff all the time, you will know, oh yeah, Wonder Gel's good for this, and that's good for that, and that's good for that. But the fact that half of the stuff doesn't even seem to have labels, like I said, they're top coat. I mean, it does say top on the bottom, but all of the ones I've just shown you are top coats. So it would be nice if it just had something on it and that you could see at a glance, like you can with some of the other stuff. I think that is about it for the general sort of EnailCouture haul. Like I said, I will do the scoops separate, and I'll do a swatching video separately, mainly for the inks, because, like I say, they need to be on white pops, really, I think, to be able to see the inks. But I will also swatch the top coats, the shiny set of 3, and possibly the cat eye as well. So hopefully you'll join me for that. It won't be long. Well, I'm saying that. Weekends are a little bit crazy for me. They always are. But I will try and get it done maybe early next week. But we'll see. Make sure you're subscribed and then you won't miss it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.